The Crypto Markets Update is brought to you by KuCoin, the best place to find the next crypto gem.
Joining us now to give us more insight in the crypto markets is Daniel Muvdi. He's the head of markets at global broker Quantfury. Hello, Daniel.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on. So we discussed earlier in the show the situation now going on in Taiwan with Speaker Pelosi set to visit. Is that creating any kind of tension in the market? Is it really having an effect, or is that sort of just a thing that will just flash and go away?
Well, it's always a problem that the market have to face when the officials from the government trying to do stuff like this. I mean, I don't think the market's gonna get too much of problem with this coming. Pelosi is gonna be, for example, if Pelosi goes to China right now, it's gonna create a lot of issues with Taiwan, and this is not gonna be a good thing for the market at all. What I believe is that if we take this to the consideration of what she's been doing before, and the government of Biden itself with what happened in Ukraine too, I believe that this is going to bring some tension in the market. But I don't believe that the market itself is going to react too strong to this news at all. So probably it's just going to be another news, and probably Pelosi is going to be there, and we're going to see Bitcoin and Ethereum and all the stock market being okay after that.
So what do you think is driving the markets right now? What's the sort of narrative going on? We've seen prices move up a little bit now from the 19,000s up to the 22s, et cetera. Where are we in terms of how the market sentiment has been for the past week or so? What's your take, and where's it headed?
Yeah, well, the last month was really good for the market, was one of the best ones from the stock market since 2020. So what I think is driving this rally, also this small relief on the market, is that the fact that the stock market itself is priced in a lot of the bad news already. So in my opinion, we're going to see probably in the next month a market that is going to be more looking for the news that are going to drive a different narrative, because at the end of the day, all the bad news that we have seen in the market already probably priced in. What we're going to have now is that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these cryptocurrencies are going to continue to be correlated with the stock market. In my opinion, it's going to be correlated with the NASDAQ, which is, for me, Bitcoin is behaving very similar to a stock, a technological stock. If we keep that in mind, I believe that we're going to have probably a better market from here to the end of the year. I believe that if the market continues this way, the Fed probably, if the inflation, because we don't have to keep an eye on inflation, but if the inflation is going to start coming down, we definitely probably going to see a Fed easing the tightening of the market, and after that, probably the market is going to rally from there.
Daniel, I'm wondering if you can weigh in on ETH. We saw that ETH had flipped Bitcoin the other day in the options market for the first time on record. There's a lot of activity on ETH because of the upcoming merge potentially happening in September. What are you seeing, and what is your foresight, and what are the risks of the merge while we're at it?
Well, yes, it's no surprise that Ethereum has been the one that is more traded right now. They have the most important updates from the whole year, and they're gonna have the merge, like you say. They're gonna have all the passing proof of work to proof of stake, which is huge, never been done in like a blockchain this big. So, in my opinion, this is something that I was expecting to see this year. Ethereum being more in the focus of the market, but also I believe that Ethereum has the potential eventually, of course, to flip Bitcoin in general. I mean, the market in the market cap itself, because Ethereum is a different kind of animal, if you want to say it. But with the smart contracts and all the environment that is creating, like the guests that you have, the mayor of Miami and the president of Time, for example, they were just bringing the NFTs in Ethereum. So if you see the whole environment of Ethereum and what they are creating, the tokenization and all of that, I think they have the potential to flip Bitcoin not only in volume, but also in market cap.